is welcome again to Sardinia in a nutshell, or should I say Sardinia in a bookshelf? Indeed, today we are going to talk about a Sardinian book, and the Sardinian book is this. Accabadora by Michela Murgia. I have posted a photo on Facebook a few months back now, saying when it first arrived, saying that it finally arrived and then maybe there would be a video about it. Of course, I didn't intend to take this long to release the video, to film it, but life, you know. Today I'm going to review the book. It's going to be a very bland review because I am terrible at reviewing and I just can't do them very well. But still, I thought that it was worth talking about this book because it's one of the best books I've ever read in my whole life. I read Accabadora when it first was published in Italy, so I read it in Italian. But after starting the channel, I decided to buy an English version. This one was bought on Amazon. It's one of the used books on Amazon, which you pay basically only for the shipping costs. So the book really just cost 1p. Which was good because I like books, and if that means that I can buy more books that otherwise would get, I don't know, in the landfill or whatever else, yeah, I think that's a good idea. So Accabadora, in English on Amazon UK, you'll definitely find it for a very cheap price. This version is the one published by Maclehose Press. I'm not too sure if I'm pronouncing it right, and it's the translated version by Silvester Mazzarella, who did an incredible job at translating this. But I'll talk about this a little later. In the back you have a little summary of it, so I will just read that very quickly. When Maria, the fourth child of a widow, is adopted by the aged and childless Bonaria Urrai, her life is instantly transformed. She finally has the love and affection she craves. But her new soul mother, feared and revered in equal measure by the community, is keeping something hidden from her, a secret life that is intimately bound up with Sardinia's ancient traditions. A powerful and yet delicate novel that perfectly captures the hidden ties between life, love and death. Basically that's the plot. To go a little bit more in depth without spoiling anything, the story is set in Sardinia in the 1950s. So we have the main character, who is Maria Listru, who is a child at the start of the book, is a child of only 6, and she gets adopted by Bonaria Urrai, who is a seamstress, or at least that's what it seems like. The only problem is that Bonaria teaches Maria to always be honest. You never tell lies, while also hiding something from her. So this something will create a huge problem in Maria's teenage years, which will actually compel Maria to leave Sardinia and move to Turin to be a nanny. However, an unexpected turn of events will bring Maria back to her roots. So why do I think this book is amazing? The fact that it's written by a Sardinian author and it's set in Sardinia definitely helps the atmosphere of the whole novel. In fact, I got kind of teleported to Sardinia in the 1950s. Every time I read this book, I just feel like I am back to a Sardinia that I actually don't know, of course, because I wasn't born in the 1950s, but I know through my grandma's tales. Also, the use of Sardinian words, saying and beliefs is absolutely gorgeous in this book. I think it is quite difficult for a Sardinian author to write about the traditions and write about Sardinia in a way in which you compel the reader to know more about Sardinia rather than feel more extraneated. And this is especially true when you write in Italian, a book in Italian about Sardinia, because although Sardinia is part of Italy, sometimes it really feels like it isn't, and it feels like Italians know this as well, because Sardinians have such a strong identity that it's like saying basically that Scottish people are British. No, that's true. It's basically like categorizing Scottish people as English because they speak English. Also, I just completely adore Michela Murgia. More than anything, I think she's an amazing author. This book is definitely an amazing gem, especially when I read it in Italian, because of course at the end of the day, you know, you can have a good translation like this one is, but it will never compare to the original, in my opinion at least. You are reading a novel, but it seems like you're reading a poem, because the images, the words, and you know, it can be rough at times, but even the roughest part of the book are just drenched in poetry. And talking about the translation, I think that Mr. Mazzarella did an amazing job. I mean, this book is really, really difficult, I think, for an Italian readership to fully understand, because there are a lot of Sardinian words, a lot of Sardinian costumes that Sardinians know about, but an Italian readership will find a bit more strange, more foreign, and like a British, for example, a British or Anglophone readership will find even more foreign. So translating this book was definitely a big challenge from the very beginning. But Mr. Mazzarella did a fantastic job. I just loved his translation, the way he decided to keep the Sardinian words in. He actually put a little glossary. He decided to go for this approach, and he left them on the book here. It's a bit distracting maybe for a foreign reader, but I think that it's a little price that we have to pay to have that exotic atmosphere. He definitely brings you to Sardinia in the 1950s, and he definitely makes you feel like you are there. It doesn't completely alienate the reader, of course, because that's not the point of a translation. It keeps enough exoticism to allow the reader to feel like they are in a different place. I would love to tell you more about the title Accabadora, because it's a Sardinian word, but if I do, I would spoil an awful lot for you, so I do not want to do that. So please go and buy the book now. It's beautiful, and again, as I said, you will find it very cheaply on Amazon, so there's really no excuses. For now, this is all I have, so I hope that you liked the video. So if you would like to like this video, please do. If you would like to leave a comment or a question or anything in between down below, please do. And if you would like to subscribe to my Sardinian channel, please do. And if you would like, of course, to share this video with anyone who is interested in books and Sardinia, because why not, please do. I will see you next time. A vedi.
What? I love the way you did a little laugh at yourself.
I always do it. Just leave me alone, okay? There is a lot of me calling myself stupid when I do my videos, okay? Thanks.